Hi, this is Alan Hill, View from England. I shouldn't laugh, but a giraffe has reportedly committed suicide in this zoo in Egypt. Now, in this particular zoo, it's quite famous that the zoo's in Cairo, by the way. There's been a lot of problems there, and allegedly the zookeepers have eaten all the camels already. But this giraffe, 3-year-old baby giraffe technically, has, well, they say it's hung itself because of all the noise and things outside. Now, yeah, it's possible it committed suicide, and that's very sad. But when you read this piece in the Washington Post, there's an interview with the government minister for zoos, tourism and underwater exploring. Probably got family in high place. Anyway, this government minister says that this story was all made up by the press and it's very unfair. And yes, the giraffe definitely did commit suicide. But he says this from his chair, which the journalist in the Washington Post has noticed is a really nice chair covered in a giraffe skin. What? Well, I'm serious. He's there saying, this government minister of that the story was made up by the press and it's not a true story, or it could be a true story, and he sat there in a giraffe covered chair. Just don't get this at all. Just funny. Let me show you the piece in the Washington Post, because I know you don't believe me, and I'll put the link down below. Alan Hill, A View from England. Couldn't make this stuff up, I tell you. So yeah, this is the Washington Post. If we scroll down, Giza is in Cairo near the pyramids, is beset by poverty, tear gas and suspicious animal deaths. Cairo. The giraffe... I can't even say it for laughing, I'm sorry. The giraffe committed suicide, an Egyptian newspaper reported, and the government pulled a former zoo director out of retirement to deal with the resulting media storm. The problem is with the press. Do you like the accent? Nabil Sedki said in a recent afternoon, taking a deep drag on his cigarette as he settled into a giraffe-patterned armchair in his office. He was 5 days into the job. The media fabricated the suicide, he says, for his giraffe-patterned armchair. The deceased animal in question was a 3-year-old giraffe named Rocker, who was, he said, inadvertently hanged herself in early December after getting tangled in a wire. The state has launched 3 separate investigations, one purely forensic, another by the government's official veterinary body, and the third by a legal committee to see who we will hang instead of the giraffe. This zoo already, 3 black bears died in a single night in mysterious circumstances. They said there was a riot amongst the bears. Sorry. In 2007 and again in 2008, local media reported that zookeepers were slaughtering the camels for meat. To eat themselves, not to eat themselves, but to eat for themselves, it's bad English, and to sell to other hungry Egyptians. And earlier this month, the independent newspaper reported that Rocker, this camel, had committed suicide. The article went viral. I'd not seen it. The same newspaper reported in August that giraffes and other large animals at the zoo were so troubled by Egypt's ongoing political unrest, especially by protest chants of demonstrators from the Muslim Brotherhood, that they have been considering suicide for a while. I can just imagine these giraffes getting together. What are we going to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I think we should commit suicide. Don't be daft. That's silly. Well, I mean, all this chanting is getting on my tits. All right, then. Yeah, well, we should commit suicide. All right. A little 3-year-old little camel thinking, commit suicide. That's a good idea. Anyway, he said, does anybody believe this? As a stinging cloud of tear gas wafted in through an open doorway, and the thudding blasts of tear gas cannons could be heard from the latest police clashes nearby. Can you imagine these camels getting together? Oh, enough of this. Oh, I'm sick of this as well. What should we do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I think we should commit suicide. Well, the camels, we can't commit suicide. We could hang ourselves. For the view from England. The view of Cairo from England. And the giraffes. This is Alan Hill. Enjoy. Cheers. Oh, it made me cough. I've got tears in my eyes now.